Alright, welcome to Higurashi Chapter 3, guys. After 13 parts, here we are on Chapter 3. It's taken me so long to get here. Oh. Tatarigoro... Oh my gosh. Tatarigoroshi, the shortest scenario. Man, curse, or coincidence, how are the conjectures inside you solidifying? I look forward to whether those conjectures will waver or become a cornerstone in this scenario. The difficulty is the worst. You will probably not even be able to make conjectures. Is the worst. I hate the baby. I hate the baby. The baby is the worst. The snake in the well was happy, for it did not care what was outside the well. The snake in the well was happy, for it had naught to do with what happened outside the well. And you were happy too, for you did not know what happened outside the well. Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay. I hope none of this is real. Jesus Christ, that would be terrible. 1983. So we're in the early 80s. Still. Which I knew that. Hello, I'm gonna say Predouter. Predouter. Or Pred. That works too. Whatever. Whatever you want to be called. I'm not judging. I'm alright. I wanted to get a little further on Genshin than I did today before streaming, but you know what? It's okay. Who are these people? I don't know these people. Ew. Who? Is it a body? I swear they're gonna find a body. Sex female. Late 20s, early 30s. 2 or 3 days ago. The only one I could think of is, Takano, if it's someone we know. But it could be absolutely no one we know. Ew. Ew. Why is it always dissection and shit with these people? Ew. Why? Ew. Ew. Stop. Don't make a joke. What kind of intro is that? Some little, like, some adults acting like children poking at a dead body. That's fantastic. So whose body was that? Whose body was that? What? And was that in Hinamizawa or was that in the town over? I don't know anything. Ah! Okay, I'll keep going. I'm assuming this is gonna be Satoko's chapter, because she's the little image on the game application, and before in the last chapter it was Shion, and that was kind of Shion / Mion's chapter, and then the one before that it was Reina, that was Reina's chapter. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Satoko's route. Which I've seen some really cool, like, fan art of Satoko lately, actually. I really need answers. I have so many questions. So I wonder what's gonna happen to Satoko, because if this is her route, something bad has to happen. Hi, Elfie. I knew you'd be back, Elfie. Can't stay away from the Higurashi. It enfolds you like a blanket in the cold night. You have to have it. Oh, I also realized, you can change the sprites to the old version. And they're, look how awful. Look how old this game is. Look at that. Like, I could never go with those sprites. Like, it's too terrible. So they have updated these sprites. Like, the backgrounds and stuff are the same, but the sprites have been very well updated. I'm doing you all a favor by not playing it that way. Grow on you? Do they? I don't know. I don't know if that could grow on me. I mean, Rika's, yeah. But it's probably been a long time ago. Because, like, it was set in the 80s, so I'm assuming the visual novel came out, like, in the 80s, too. Oh my god, that was... Mion's is even worse. The PlayStation 2 sprites? I mean, I don't know. Why are her hands so big? Oh my god, that's terrible. I'm not sure what that looks like, but... You can mod him in? Nah. I'm not gonna mod anything. I'm just gonna play it. It's just not worth it to me. Let's just switch this back real quick before I lose my mind. It's going. There was a dead body in a sewer, and I don't know whose it was. We just went back to, you know, happy-go-lucky days in school here. LOL, I know, right? It's always late. I always get notifications late, too. I'm kind of in the camp that, like, when Rika grows up, I feel like she has to date Satoko. Because they're just adorable little friends, and I love that. But you could also kind of see them as, you know, just really close friends, or like, you know, sisters almost, because they live together. So, what is happening? What is happening? Oh no. Oh, he doesn't know how to cook for himself? Is that what's happening? He's never used a rice cooker. I thought everyone in Japan knew how to use a rice cooker. I use a rice cooker, for crying out loud. Come on, how lazy can you get, Keiichi? It's not that hard. You literally just pour in dried rice, you pour in water, you set the timer, and it just pops up when it's done. Like, that's not that hard. I can do it, and I'm not a chef. Like... Scratch, scratch. Pushing buttons be hard. What do you mean by that? Listen here, you. I made curry yesterday, actually. And ramen. And I'm gonna be eating them for like a whole week. I taught myself how to make curry. Because there's no place really around here that sells it or makes it. And you can't really buy it in the store. So I learned how to make it myself. Like, I bought a curry kit. It's not like a curry kit, but it's the mix. A curry mix. I bought a curry mix on Amazon and I learned how to make it. I think the kind I make is like, it's a mild sweet curry that is more Japanese styled. Because I wanted to make like the traditional Japanese style curry after seeing it in everything. I've never had Thai or Indian curries though, but I don't like spicy things. So it's that makes me skeptical. It would have to be a mild curry for me to even attempt it because I do not like spicy. Like I would just die instantly. If I had like traditional Indian food, I would just collapse in a pile of burning mouth. I would try it, but it would have to be mild food. I would definitely try it though. I think there's actually a Thai place around here, but I've never been. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you have cup ramen more, I can attest to this. If you have cup ramen more than twice a day, or more than once a day, it gets boring. Like, it's, like if you just have it once, like a week or something, it tastes really good. I've never made miso soup. I've had miso soup. I wonder if that's hard to make. I should try to make some. Because I like making rice and I like making curry. So, and miso soup seems like a staple of an everyday Japanese meal most of the time. I can make egg drop soup. I like egg drop soup. I might find a recipe and attempt it and post it to Twitter if you... Let me mark that down actually. I'm actually interested. Miso soup. I've never made it before. I can't do onigiri unless it's without the seaweed, because I don't like seaweed. I've had miso soup before, and I like it, but I've never made it myself. A lot of Japanese food, unfortunately, I don't like because I'm not a big seafood person, and they're literally an island, so I can't have a lot of food. But I like mild curry, I like miso soup, I like rice, but it has to be rice by itself. I like a lot of their sweets, though. They have a... I think it's... taiyaki? It's like it's like a fish, it looks like a fish... But it's a pastry. It's like a cookie pastry, and it's filled with red bean paste. It's so good. I also really like mochi. There's also like the little konpeito, little sugar candies. Those are good too. I love their sweets. Japanese snacks and sweets are so great. I have a little little bit of a problem with a lot of their meals because a lot of them are seafood, but I just kind of like pick and choose which ones I would try depending on what the ingredients are. But I love rice. I could eat rice for every meal. Like, I love rice. I'm trying to talk to like get over these antics here. Like, I love the little funny, like, school antics, but it almost kind of feels like, I don't know, like, a trick or something. Like, it just feels weird after everything that happens in the second half of the game. It's like the first half of the game is like, that aren't on the coast. Yeah, seafood is terrible, honestly, especially if you're not on the coast. The only seafood I like hush puppies, which really isn't even seafood. There's like hardly any seafood in it. I like crab. I like lobster. And I like crab ragoons, which has crab meat mostly, so... I like fried fish. Like, if you deep fry it and it's breaded, I like it, but I don't like it by itself. Like, grilled fish I don't like most of the time. I don't... Oh, really? And they said at the beginning that this chapter is shorter. Yeah, that's kind of how I kind of am with food. Like, certain restaurants we used to go to all the time, and like I would get sick of that restaurant because we went there so often. So we usually like to get something different every time we go out to get food. There's obviously a difference between cauliflower and broccoli. I mean, cauliflower just looks like white broccoli, but they taste completely different. And because usually I can stomach broccoli, I don't like it, but I can stomach it, especially if there's ranch involved. But I can't stand cauliflower. Like, the taste of cauliflower just makes me sick to my stomach. It's the longest? Really? Okay, that makes sense though, because she is... Well, is she shorter than Rika? I have to see them side by side again. Oh, say, I know this is Satoko's chapter. Yeah, that was like one of the only ways I would eat broccoli, is if you would put it with cheddar and like had a cheddar broccoli soup or something. That's like one of the only ways I would eat it. That and dipped in ranch. But it has to be covered in something. I don't like it by itself. Even though now I'm pretty good with vegetables for the most part. There's quite a handful of them I'll actually eat. But there's a few I still won't touch, like with a 10-foot pole. I'm like, don't even put it near me. I'm trying to think of an example. I don't like celery. I don't like cauliflower. I don't like asparagus. I'm sure there's some others. I would agree that Satoko probably cooks better than Keiichi, because Keiichi is a dumbass, and I don't think he can accomplish anything. That sounds so mean. Yeah, there's probably about like 5 to 10 vegetables I don't like, but I can stomach quite a bit. I'd like to have a really good broccoli cheddar soup now. My favorite soup is potato soup. I love potato soup. I actually made it last weekend. It was really good. Yeah, most kids are like, they don't like vegetables whatsoever. But I've known quite a few kids who actually will eat vegetables and they don't mind. I was always like picky about vegetables, but I would eat some of them. But I loved the fruit. Like, I loved fruit. I would eat fruit all day long. I like tomato soup, but I really only like it if it's paired with grilled cheese. Like, it has to be together, or else I just won't really care about it. I don't know why that is. But you have to get the good brand of tomato soup, or else it just tastes like ketchup and water. You know, like, you have to get a really good name brand. Oh, damn. You hate tomatoes? Really? I like tomato soup. I like ketchup. I like making vegetable sandwiches sometimes and putting tomato on that. I like putting tomatoes on my burgers. I don't usually want to eat tomatoes by themselves though, but if it's paired with something else I like, I enjoy them. But food is one of those things, like, everyone has a different opinion. Like, everyone likes different stuff. Now I want to try making food. Again. I just made food yesterday. I can't make more. You don't like condiments at all? Really? Like, there are some things, like, I have to have condiments with. Like, if I have a burger, I have to have ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise. Like, I have to have it, and if I don't have it, it just tastes like nothing. Like bread and meat, and I just don't like it. And same with hot dogs. Like, I have to have ketchup and mustard. Weird. I'm gonna get sick of curry after this week, because I've had it for the last 2 days. And eventually it's just gonna, like, I'm gonna be tired of it. But I usually only make it, like, once every, I don't know, like 6 months or something. I don't think I've made it in, like, a year, so. I need to learn how to make a really good bento. Because, like, I have this little cute little bento box, and what I would do is I would just make little tiny, like, I'd fill half of it with rice, and then I'd put, like, a main meal on the right. Like, I don't know. Like, I've actually made the little egg omelets before. They're called a tamagoyaki. They're little sweet omelet rolls that you see in the anime bento boxes a lot. The problem with bento boxes is, like, it's really cool because you can have all kinds of little side dishes packed in such a tiny little space. And they're great for carry cases, but it's like, the Japanese like side dishes so much, so it takes forever. If you're gonna make, like, side dishes, it takes forever to make a bento box. Like, if you're gonna make, like, a bunch of them. And I've always been that person, like, I like sides, but I have always been way more focused on, like, the main course of a meal. I guess that's kind of the American mentality. But, like, I'll do, like, main course and maybe a small side. And that's, like, the most I would ever do. Maybe 2, if I'm at a restaurant. I want to go to Japan and just buy a bento box, like an actual, like, convenience store bento box, and just see what it would look like. Like, just see what would be in there. I mean, if it's like any other route, Keiichi's gonna die, so that's what's gonna happen to him, probably. But who knows? He might live this time. He might live to be an even further dumbass. I wonder why this one is longer than the other chapters. Y'all need to, like, send me pictures of bentos and I need to try to recreate them. That should be my next thing. I've been on this cooking fix, like, lately. Like, I've been making a bunch of stuff. Go for it, yay! I forgot how happy and peppy Reina always is. Yeah, there is definitely more to Reina than meets the eye. That is 100% sure. You don't want to tick her off. What if this is all some, like, kid's fever dream? And then you wake up and you're like, oh, no wonder that didn't make sense. I highly doubt that's gonna be the case, but... in my brain, nothing makes sense, so... I'm trying to come up with the weirdest possibilities that could possibly make sense. You're probably gonna have to go to the store at least. Teaspoons. They're measuring spoons, Keiichi. How much of a dumbass can you be? It literally says TSP on the freaking spoon. Like... oh my god, he doesn't even know what a colander- what the oh my god. He's such an idiot! Why is he such an idiot? This is actually going to be an interesting chapter now that I think about it. Because Satoko is the little brother of, is it Satoshi, his name? The guy that transferred out. And Keiichi's kind of like Satoshi's replacement, sort of. Like, he acts like an older brother figure to Satoko. So that's gonna be interesting. The dynamic in that. Do they put miso soup in lunches? There's instant miso soup? That's a thing? The rice and miso soup were probably fine. Probably. Sorry. Interesting. So I'm sure we're gonna get to see more of Satoshi here. Because we don't know too much about him, other than the fact that he acted like Keiichi a lot. Especially in that first chapter. We heard a lot more about him in the first chapter. then we have sense. I don't know much about stir fry, to be honest. He's not using a recipes at all. He's just throwing stuff in. I've done that before. I've went to go, like, put oil into a pan, like, to go, I don't think I was deep frying something. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was trying to cook something, and I coated the pan with oil, and I forgot I left the stove on for so long that it got so hot that as soon as I set the pan down with the oil, it just went poof, and a big old bunch of flames just came out, and I was like, oh shit. And I was trying to remember what to do because I had seen those little videos before on what to do if you have a kitchen fire, because you can't use water because that actually makes the flames grow higher because of the oil, because water and oil don't mix. So I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And then, like, I reached over and I grabbed the lid and I just throw it on top. And that's what you're supposed to do because it smothers the fire. But I was freaking out, and there was so much smoke in the air. Like, I pulled open all the windows, I opened the door, I was like, oh, it was the scariest moment of my life in the kitchen. Who's there? Oh. Hi, guys. I guess you could do that, too. It depends on what you're cooking with, I guess. Like, I guess he was just throwing vegetables on top, but if there's oil in the pan, you have to, like, yeah, you have to smother it, and I don't think water helps with that. But maybe if the water, like, is soaked in a towel, it might. Now I want to try to make a bento. Like, I really do. Yeah, I bet Satoko's actually decent. Like, even though she's not as good as probably Mion or Reina or Rika, like, she's probably decent at making them because she lives with Rika. Like, she sees Rika making food and whatnot. So she probably has figured out some tips. Oh yeah, he definitely cheated. Wait. Isn't this like an alternate reality though? So how did that actually happen? That scene didn't happen in this one, did it? Or I guess he did the same thing. I am suspicious. Yeah, using a rice cooker is so easy. Was the timer button. I have a rice cooker that actually doesn't even have a timer on it. Like, I literally, like, you measure the rice in the water, you throw it in there, and then you push a button down, and it cooks. Like, it's like the simplest rice cooker ever. I don't like cooking rice in a pot because it gets all sticky and then it usually burns on the bottom of the pot. It just, to me, it just doesn't work as well as making a rice cooker, using a rice cooker. But you can if you have to. Well, you must have a really good pot then. I mean, it's always, every time I've tried to bake it in the pot, it always sticks on the bottom. Which is why I got a rice cooker, because even if it stuck to the bottom a little bit, it was always a lot easier to get it out. And at least the pot wouldn't be broken or ruined. Well, excuse me for not cooking it the right way, Pred. Excuse me. Calling me out like that. Jesus. Come on, man. It's not cool. I mean, I know how to cook it in a rice cooker. The rice cooker does the work. Like, I don't. But I do cook it quite a bit, actually. I don't cook very often. It's just every now and again, like this week especially, like I just get in these moods where I just want to cook and like I'll just go and make a bunch of stuff. And then I'm like, why did I make so much stuff? There's only 2 people in our house. Like, why did I make so much stuff? There's no way I can eat this by the end of the week. But you have to make, like, most stuff you make in bulk. That's just how it works, so... Also, like, I never learned how to cook as a kid. So, like, my parents, like, made my lunch until I was, like, in middle school. And I was a young teenager. And then I would, like, even then, I didn't know how to cook. I would just, like, throw together sandwiches and stuff. And, like, little snacks and whatnot. I never, like, learned how to really cook. Until, like, after high school. I would make little things with, like, friends and stuff if I came over to their house, but... Now I just cook when I feel like it. Most of the stuff I eat, though, is, like, packaged or frozen. Unless my mom makes something. All this talk about food is making me hungry. I haven't had dinner yet. I know. That's kind of like why I made so much food yesterday, so that way I wouldn't have to make food for like a week. I have enough leftovers to literally, like, if I just ate the leftovers, I won't have to cook anything the rest of the week. But I'll be eating the same 2 foods for 5 days. So that's kind of the downside there. I'm kind of interested in seeing if there's instant miso. Like, I want to try. I want to try it. Like, I've never heard of it, though. That's the thing. Like, I guess because that sort of stuff is not popular. There's miso paste? Interesting. I didn't know that either. I'll have to go look in, like, next time I go to the store, I'm gonna look in the Oriental section. They have more stuff than I think they do. Oh, she's like how she was when her niece. Oh. It's her brother, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the game mentioned it. I'm sure it's actually real. What, is that like on Amazon? Because I might have to buy that and try it. Sick. That's cool. Ooh. I love that track. That's a new track I don't think I've heard before. He's dead. Protect Satoko, indeed. I like Rika just a smidge more, but I like Satoko too. She's also a precious child who needs to be protected. Because Rika, like, she's a little girl and she's precious, but like she seems to know so much more and be so much older than she looks, whereas Satoko literally is like a little sister. So how old is Satoko and Rika, by the way? Are they like 10 or younger or older? Because like Keiichi and the rest are like, you know, 15, 16-ish. Somewhere around there. Itadakimasu. 11? Okay, so they're not that much younger. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna look up how old they all are, and then I will let you all know. Higurashi, character ages. Oh boy. So Rika is 11. Reina's only 13? Really? Is she that young? I thought she was older than that. Wow, okay. Interesting. Keiichi's 14. Satoko's also 11. Mion and Shion are 14. Interesting. Okay. Well, I was looking at when this, like, because if you look it up on the wiki, like, it shows what year they were when the visual novel was taking place, which, at the beginning of this, it said 1983. So that's when this is taking place. So, and it said their ages at the beginning of, like, this arc here. So, because all these arcs take place in the same year, at least the ones that I've seen up to this point, so... I'm assuming all the question arcs are going to be set in the same year, and maybe the answer arcs are in a different year, but... So he's still alive here? Oh, she's being optimistic. So she's like saying, oh, he'll come back, don't worry. To make Totoko feel better when Rika knows that he's been disappeared. If I'm reading that correctly. What a good friend Rika is. Because Satoko is talking about him in present tense. And Rika was talking to us when Satoko wasn't in the room in past tense about him. So I'm assuming that she's keeping up the pretense that he's gonna come back for Satoko's sake. Yes. Rika's such a good little friend. Aww. And Satoko's also adorable because she's like, believes he's gonna come back, and it's adorable. It's weird to think she's only like 3 years younger than Keiji is. And she's only 2 years younger than Reina. But she seems so much younger. But I guess it kind of makes sense, and that's actually pretty accurate. Because I remember being like in middle school and like hanging around kids that were like 8 or 9. And I was like 13. They weren't that much younger than me, but like the way their bodies hadn't fully developed yet, it felt like they were, like, you know. And then as they've grown up and like, you know, now that they're fully developed and like off in college or whatever, I'm like, oh my god, like they actually weren't that much younger than me. It just felt like they were. Meep. Rika's so cute. Aww. We also get to see more of Rika here, too, because she's so close to Satoko. Which I appreciate, because she's my favorite character. This is surprisingly adorable that he's acting like their older brother. Like, that's adorable. It's been almost a year. I would never call Nini Nini. You just did. Twice. Oh. Oh. Now I'm sad because he's gone. She's trying so hard. Oh, I love peanut butter and jelly. It's so good. I don't understand putting cocoa on peanut butter, but aww, you get 100 points. Thank you, Rika. She's so cute. This route is so cute. I love this already. He's not gonna come back, though. Sad. Have some tissues ready. I mean, yeah, I wasn't quite crying in the last two routes, but I was, like, disturbed, like, and confused. But I feel like this might be the one where I'm, like, crying hysterically. Oh, really? Wow. See, like, I haven't been sad, really, at any of the other routes. I've been interested and, like, confused and, you know, creeped out, but I've not been sad. I love feelsy shit, though, so I feel like it's gonna be good for me. Mew. I have tissues to the left of me, so it's not gonna be today, probably, that I cry, but I always have them on my desk. Not usually because I cry all the time, but because my nose likes to be weird at random intervals. Ew. When did this turn into Vietnam? That's so funny. Because in Vietnam, like, they used, the Viet Cong used, like, the guerrilla tactics, like, stuff like this, like, traps. Like, it wasn't face-to-face, you know, kind of warfare, like it used to be. So, that's funny. Someone get me out, I have to go to the bathroom. Keiichi's gonna die one day, like, just from being a moron. I mean, he's already died twice, but, like, something stupid like that. He's gonna die from sheer dumbassness, if that's a word. That's funny. Alright, let's save. I'm gonna do one more chapter. My way to go. It's me too. I am also a dumbass sometimes, but I feel better than knowing that I am not as much of a dumbass as Keiichi is. Meep. My favorite idiot. I don't know. I don't really like Keiichi as a character. But I appreciate that he's a dumbass because it's funny. I don't know about that. The Soboro bento? They stole their bentos. That's so funny. That's so funny. It's not like Keiichi hasn't done something like that before with curry. Yes, Bunny? What's with the coo-coo-coos? That's not something she used to do before. Or maybe she didn't, I didn't notice it. That sounds familiar. That sounds really familiar, that game. I'm not sure if I've ever played that before. Or maybe I've just heard of it. That sounds familiar. Hold on. Let me look that up. Is it a full-on visual novel game with just choices and whatnot? 2013. End of 2013, it says. I'll put it on my wish list. I don't have money to buy it right now, though. Interesting. I did put it on my wish list, so, I will check it out later, I guess. Anyways. Well, I probably won't be able to buy it right now, but I will definitely leave it on my wish list, and if it ever goes on sale, I'll pick it up. Or when I go back to work, I'll pick it up. I mean, I'm always open to suggestions. Like, it's not really peer pressure, it's just like, if you guys think there's a game that I might be interested in, you know, that's... I'm willing to try most things. As long as it's not gonna get me banned. I would eat it. I mean, free food. They wouldn't make you pay for it probably, so I'd just eat it. What's that, like $100? That's not even that much money these days, though. Like, I can't hardly buy anything with $100. Like, one game. But to a kid, that's a lot of money. Meep. Meep? Meep. Rika's so cute. Oh my god. Nice. Aww, we're sticking up for her. She obviously knows. Aww. He's so nice. Like, he's never been this nice. I will accompany her to the very depths of hell. What a, whoa, what a statement. Because that's probably gonna happen, actually. So I don't know if I would say that. Welcome back. I love how Rika just talks in meeps. Like, all the time. I won't let anyone die alone. Ooh. 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 I don't like that statement. I feel like that's a red herring to something that's going to happen. Oh! Is that the sensei that's, like, obsessed with curry? We've never seen her before. Yeah, her mouth full of her beloved curry. Interesting. I like her character design. Yeah, that's the sensei. What? Oof. She definitely doesn't look that young. But I would say she looks probably like late teens, early 20s at the most. But some teachers are like early 20s. Like they get out of immediately as soon as they get out of college, they start teaching. So but I think she's older than that. It's just her character design is quite young looking. That's true. Oh, that's so sweet. my heart. I like Keiichi in this route. I never thought I would say that. He's usually just a stupid dumbass, but like, he's so sweet to her. Like, yeah, he does. A shit ton of development. Holy crap. Also, no problem. Feel free to drop in and drop out at your leisure. I gotta get food like immediately after I stop this chapter. I'm so hungry now. And this whole chapter has been about food. Oh. That's right, he doesn't have siblings. So I bet that is why he's so... yeah. Aww. I'm gonna cry by the time this is over. I know. This is not gonna end well. None of it ever ends well. And now I'm attached. It never ends well. Never ends well. I need to finish all these chapters so I can watch the new anime. But I won't do it until after this because I know it probably spoils. I love that track. That's so cute. Okay, Pandora. I'm actually kind of shocked that there's like so few tips. Usually there's a bunch. She's a genius, but she uses her genius for this. Isn't that usually how it is? Such wasted talent. That's funny. All the tips are funny this time, as opposed to ominous and weird. I love this track. It's so pretty. I'm excited, and I am... what's the word? Invested now, because that's just adorable. Like, I actually give Keiichi props here for being such a nice older brother figure for her. That's so nice. Anyways, I'm super duper hungry, so I am going to end stream here. So thanks everybody so much for coming and for experiencing this with me. I will be back with Higurashi next week, like always, and I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you all next time. I will enjoy my meal. Thank you, Pred. Alright, I'll see you all next time. Bye!